All right, welcome back to the Stay Off My Grass podcast. We got the birthday boy over here, big Trey over there, little Trey over there.
Yes, sir.
We
Big,
got
big, big.
we got
Shit, really.
Gary over there, G Nasty.
Gee, nasty.
We got my boy Wop. And I think we got another person coming in
There
right
you go.
now.
Right on time.
We got Rich Homie Quan. What's going
There
on?
you go.
Walked in 30,000.
What's What's up, bro?
Yo, man, we had a
What's up?
what's going on, man? We had a good time yesterday. You know what I'm saying? For Trey's birthday, we went out, did a little bowling, stuff like that. We exposed a lot of people. A lot of people got exposed last night. Wop, I got to give him his crown. He did his shit. Came down 15. I was like, oh no. He came back and
Oh,
got
yeah,
us.
them back to back. Them back to back strikes.
Yeah, that's that bull. And JJ, he bowled like Spider-Man. How you end up like this?
Hey, it was,
After he
it was
threw
pretty.
the
It was
ball,
pretty
But
fun. It was
That was
pretty
I
bad
fun
wanna I
coaching.
watching
wanna
you
talk
guys
about
play.
I want to talk about the logistics on what happened. So let me tell you what I thought happened. So did my car get volunteered as the, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas just automatically put me in the DD and they asked. And then,
Yes,
was I
sir.
wrong?
Yeah.
Was I,
you,
did
you,
y'all
you
like
you
how I
were.
skated out of there yesterday?
This nigga really did slide out. Like,
yo,
Yeah, he just left without saying anything. He just left.
All right,
why
so let me
why'd you do us like
Didn't want
that?
to take the backpack.
Why did you do us like that?
let me explain the situation for everybody. Let me know if I'm wrong or not. So I pull up. I'm
You
waiting
wrong.
on y'all.
I'm gonna
I
tell
call
you,
you.
you wrong.
I pull up right. So the whole thing is, and that I know that Gary what he was thinking. I knew what he was thinking already off the rip, and I'm pretty sure he the one that gassed y'all niggas up and was like, "Oh yeah, we can go take us home, or he gonna take us where we need to go." And he done volunteered my car for some shit he ain't never even. And y'all going off of his word, but let me tell you what I think happened. So I was like, okay, boom. I'm trying to go to bowling. I'm trying to go straight home. All that other shit, I'm not trying to rip and run, take you niggas all over the city all night. I gotta go to work tomorrow. You
oh
know what I'm
man,
saying? So I'm like, all right,
of
boom, I'm gonna meet
course,
y'all at the bowling alley. And then
of
y'all like, nah,
course.
pull up to the house. I'm like, I'm already knowing what that means. Yeah, that mean that y'all gonna leave the cars at the crib. And I don't know, y'all gotta explain to me how that happened. So it's gonna mean that y'all gonna leave the car at the crib. We was gonna take my car. I was gonna take y'all up there, and plus on top of that, it was like 8 of us. So it's like all of us trying to cram inside of my car, take y'all there, and then take y'all to wherever y'all was going after bowling. And it wasn't going down like that.
I mean, obviously, you was gonna feel, you was gonna have something to
That
say about that, of course.
Without even
Course.
consulting me. You
that
didn't even
wasn't what
ask
was
like,
gonna
hey, can you?
happen.
I thought it
That
was just
that's not
like
how it was
like
gonna happen.
I thought we just knew.
So what
I
happened?
don't
So
know.
what was the plan in your eyes? Because y'all was high off that street ball, so I'm pretty sure it went different. And y'all in y'all brain, y'all was like, this nigga
He
about to
said, "Street bro."
around all night with no
Mm,
gas, and nobody put in on gas.
You got to get the pregame, bro.
you had to get the pregame in, bro. You gotta get the pregame in before so that you don't have to buy the drinks and stuff inside. So you gotta make sure you get the pregame down. If the pregame ain't right,
Hmm.
then the party ain't right, and where you going ain't gonna be right. You feel me? You just gonna be in there spending all type of money on drinks that you don't even want, but you could have just pregame. You feel me? So the pregame got to be A1. You feel me? That's at the end of the day. That's all I'm gonna
So that's what y'all was
say.
doing. So what happened?
Yeah.
So Gary, why
Yeah,
pick up Gary, and
we was
then what?
pre-gaming. So
Huh?
and then we went to Jarvell house. Jarvell was in the shower. So we just wanted to pregame really. Have a little
And
bit
then
more
so what
time.
was
Yeah.
y'all?
Because
No.
we was gonna go to bowling alley at 7 p.m. Like we was gonna go to
Right that
bowling alley at 7 p.m. Like there's nobody in there. There's nothing but a bunch of
Saturday
kids
night.
at that time
For
on a
real.
Saturday night. Like it's
Exactly.
shit really don't get cracking till like
Exactly.
9.
So what y'all get into after? After I slid out the scene, I had to drop off JJ backpack because he tried to get me. But yeah, we're gonna keep him. We gonna keep him in bounds. Now let Trey come get this backpack.
We ended up going to Cabo
We went over
Marina.
to.
It was straight. Y'all had a good time.
Yeah, it was pretty solid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Them drinks
for
is
sure.
expensive though, bro.
the drink was fire though.
It
I
wasn't
can't
worth
Yeah,
lie
twenty
about
it was
dollars.
that.
good.
That
I'm be
shit was
real with
fire.
you. It wasn't worth $20.
It, might- it
I need
probably,
me a stronger drink for
I
$20. I need me a stronger drink. It was
Hey,
cool. It was
That was
cool. You feel me?
that's because
It
that's
had
because you had the
Jarvell
slushy,
lit.
Wop. He had the slushy. That's why, bro. You should have never got the slushy.
the straight
That's
one
for
they have more
females.
liquor in it.
Yeah, bro. You gotta get up
Hey, chill,
on the rocks.
chill, dog.
On the
Chill,
rocks,
Oreo.
yeah.
Yeah,
Next time on the rocks, next
yeah,
time.
all right,
you
so
gotta chill on
let's
the
go ahead
slushy
and
stuff.
slide into the. Let's go ahead and slide into the next topic. So I just want to talk about LeBron legacy with like LA and stuff like that. So I just wanted to say, like, because we grew up in a time where, like, we was kids when we seen Kobe doing his, you know what I'm saying, his due diligence, winning his championships and all that other stuff. So that kind of created, like, a GOAT kind of, like, you know what I'm saying, or amongst, or like, he was our GOAT because we grew up and he watched him, blah, blah, blah. So my thing is just like, okay, so is kids are sitting in second, third grade, fifth, middle school now watching LeBron do his due diligence, win that bubble championship. Where do you think that they're going to put him? And is it gonna be hard to convince some kids when they get older, like, all right, like he wasn't that guy, or where do y'all feel along the lines with
Yeah,
that?
I mean, it's definitely like that. It's kind of like how it is for Jordan. Like we kind of really didn't see
Yeah,
Jordan play. We
right.
seen like the
Same
back
way.
end of his career. So it's like when we compare Kobe and Mike, I'm like, I got Kobe all day.
Because
Like
we watched Kobe.
I didn't watch the
That's the way I
NBA.
see it.
Like I grew up with Kobe. Kobe was that nigga, and he the goat. Simple as that.
So a bunch of
Kobe
other
was
little niggas that
everything.
already, it's
Giving the
little
Suns
niggas out there that
buckets.
already, it's niggas out there already that already think that LeBron is dope, like WAP. So it's just like it's gonna be hard to convince them that he not the GOAT, especially since he came to LA and then
I
he played for
mean,
their
this
team now.
year, if he wins another championship this year, it just like it elevates his legacy in LA. Like 2 championships in 3 years, that's huge. You know, that's the same thing Kobe did. That's what they wanted Kobe to do when Shaq left. They said, "Man, what you gonna do now, Kobe? What you?" That's why Kobe is one of the goats, and that's why he's
Here's
the
one.
GOAT in LA because he brought us those rings. He was like, when Shaq left, everybody was worried, like, "Dang, are we still gonna win championships? Are we still gonna have it? Are we still gonna be a legacy?" And Kobe said, "Nah, I'm gonna put this on my back. Just give me Paul
Right.
Gasol, and we got it." And that's 2 championships, baby. So that's why Kobe was, man. I love Kobe. I miss him so much, man. That's why I got this on right here, man. Speaking of Kobe, I miss
Nah,
him
man.
Lamar
so much
Marriott.
this high school, man. But yeah,
Nah,
man,
he
Bron,
can't.
he'll have his
He
own
can't.
legacy. He'll have his own legacy in LA, just like Magic
He
has his
can't.
own legacy in LA.
He can't be the GOAT to me because number one, he lost too many finals just off the rip. Number one. And number two, he ain't got no three
Oh,
peats.
here we go.
He ain't got no three peats. You
What
need
does
a
that
three
mean?
peat. All
But
those
You gotta
guys
have
got
but
a
peats.
three peat.
he been there
You
ten
gotta have a
times
three
three.
peat to have.
That's that gotta count.
The GOAT got
10 times,
Mag,
bro.
Magic Johnson
Magic,
does Magic Johnson
Kobe.
does not have a three-peat. Does not have a three-peat, sir.
That's
He didn't
debatable.
have one.
That's debatable.
It's not debatable. He doesn't
I'm not
have
a
a
Lakers
three-peat.
fan, but that's
He
We're
debatable.
not
It's not debatable. He never won
we're
a
not
three-peat. I'm
we're
telling
not
you.
talking about Magic Johnson being a GOAT though.
I mean, he the
So it
best
don't really
point guard
matter.
ever.
Yeah,
True.
he's the
The
goal
best point
point
guard.
guard. So
The
Yeah.
facts, yeah.
so
I
Best
mean,
point
but
guard for
what
sure.
goal what goal
he
is
got to get a three
what
peat.
goal is Regan talking about?
He got to get
What
a
goal you
three
talking
peat for
about?
me.
Because
He got to get a
no,
three peat.
it's only 3 guys, 3 or 4 guys that's even done that
And that's people
in the
that you trying to
history of the
put ahead
game.
of him. You can't put him ahead of, you know what I'm saying, people that, you know what I'm saying, they got three peats. Jordan got a three peat. Kobe got a three peat. Bronny got one, two peat.
No. Oh, you talking about all
Oh, yeah,
time?
and then
Oh,
Kobe
he
Me
got
got, yeah,
three.
personally,
Kobe got like
He
two
got
back
two
to
P.
backs, right?
Yeah, and three
me
P.
Kobe got two
personally,
back to backs.
I don't care. Me personally, I
I
don't care
mean,
where you put Kobe,
if you
MJ,
count in
Bron, as
2000
long
and
as you all put
2001.
them in the same conversation. As long as
Okay,
they
so
all
let
in
me
the
ask you
same
this,
conversation,
since
I
we're on
don't
the
care where you
topic.
rank them. Kobe, Bron,
Yeah,
MJ.
So
they're
No, it go
best
Jordan.
top 3 players. Yeah,
It's definitely Jordan. We'll go
I think
ahead.
it's
so
more of a
what about when
generation thing.
ESPN do that list? What happens when
ESPN
ESPN
know
do
what they're
that
talking
list and they
about.
got Kobe
Fuck
like top
ESPN,
10?
man.
They really
Oh
I
know
yeah,
do
what
want
There
to
they're
you
hit.
go.
talking about.
Okay,
I
I
do
was
want to
just
hit. I
ESPN be
do want to hear
tripping,
making
your
dog.
top
sure.
10. I do want to hear your top 10 though.
Top
well,
10
I
of
can
what?
give
Cause
you
I
my
never,
top
cause
five.
Regan,
Ah, that's
cause
I
Regan,
can
I
give,
never hear. Yeah, I never heard your top 10, Regan,
This first
or
gonna
your
be
top
I
Steve
can
five
give you my
Nash.
questions.
top. I can't give you my
Steve
top
Nash number
10.
one.
See, not definitely in my top 10. I can
Amari
give you my top
Stoudemire.
five. We can go everybody top five. I can definitely off the
Mm-hmm.
rip. My
Yeah,
top
give me that.
five is Jordan. Then I would
are we
probably
doing
go.
okay?
We doing all
All
time, right?
time, yeah. All time, yeah. All time.
All right, so it definitely go Jordan. I was reluctant for a real long time, and it's not because he passed away or whatever. But then I gave Kobe two after when he retired. I was like, okay, he number two. And then after
Mm.
that, I'll probably have to go. For me, like I said, I was a big during that whole Lakers shit when it was popping. I was a big Shaq dude, so I would go Shaq as my third. I would probably
Wow,
go. Hmm.
that's big.
Four. Who would I go? Who would I put at the four? I'd probably
Who?
go somebody who I had to go maybe Tim. I had to go maybe Tim Duncan, and I'm not trying to put it in the sense
Somebody
of
that played
like
for the
just a
Cavs.
team. And then I
Yeah.
put 2018
Wait,
2018 LeBron,
wait.
2018
After
LeBron.
Timmy?
So
Yeah,
LeBron,
Dang.
So LeBron's on your list
yeah, you
Wow.
got
twice?
LeBron in there.
Yeah.
LeBron lost too many
Wait,
times in the
That's
finals.
not
I know
fair.
He
wait,
got him
that is
at
fair.
fifth.
2018
Shit.
LeBron was
wait.
different.
Who's number four?
That's,
I got
Who's
10.
number
To Tim
he said
Duncan.
Tim.
Timmy?
Tim
I
Tim
got
Duncan.
10.
Duncan? Okay, okay. I guess Trey, you can go next.
All right, Kobe,
Huh?
Jordan, LeBron. Then I'll
Mm-hmm.
probably go. I'll put Timmy. No, I'll put Shaq, and then I'll probably will go Timmy.
Well, y'all killing me. Who next? Who next? Y'all me. Who next?
No,
You,
you know
it's
what?
on
No,
you.
Okay,
no.
Why?
you guys
Go
killing
ahead.
me.
Go ahead,
I
Wap.
might put KD at fifth. I'm not sure.
Ooh,
Hey, I like that,
Yeah,
not
Trey.
it's
I
yet.
like that.
Not yet. If
I
KD could
like
get a
that.
scoring title, if
If he
KD
get
could
another
get
one,
a
I think
Man,
scoring
you
so.
title, I'll
tripping,
put
Yeah.
him
man.
in there.
If he can get one more,
I think it's
I could put him.
hey, see Gary and JJ. I really feel like it's a little disrespectful. Now, have you heard Magic Johnson yet? Because I think it's a little disrespectful. I haven't
Ah,
heard the Magic Johnson yet.
I forgot about. I
Now that's
We
totally
ain't
forgot
old
about
disrespectful.
that.
niggas sitting at
Regan, now
McDonald's.
Regan, we
That's
gonna
why.
start. Regan,
We ain't
we
old
gonna
niggas
start
sitting
with
at
you because that
McDonald's
was
at
Yeah.
McDonald's
disrespectful.
talking. What?
That was disrespectful. That
I
Magic
can't.
Johnson ain't on the list.
He the best point guard ever for sure. For sure. Hands down.
I mean, he's got to be in every top
The
five
best.
list
Not
because
tough.
this man was LeBron before LeBron. He went to 9 finals and he won 5 rings. So we gotta
Oh
put
yeah,
some respect on
that
Magic
sound
Johnson
like
name.
LeBron. That sound
I
like
put
That
Magic
we gotta
four.
put
I
some.
put Magic four.
that's
And
Laker
then
bias right
who
there.
Shaq?
That's Laker bias.
Yep. Then Shaq fifth.
No, the first
KD
four of
sixth.
anybody's.
Yeah.
I think anybody's top
Can you name
five.
your,
The four
Why
got to
is
be
Jordan?
Kobe.
Why is Jordan not
It's
number
got to
one?
be.
Like
Why is LeBron fifth?
Oh,
shut
that's a very good question. Why is LeBron James fifth? The guy that been to 8 straight
the-
finals. He's fifth. He's fifth.
Niggas have
Behind Tim.
a lot
Wait,
of weight.
behind Tim Duncan?
Uh
Oh
huh.
my! Did he say that?
Hey,
You really
Tim
say
Duncan
that?
beat him in the
Yes, he
finals
did. He
twice.
did.
He
He
really
said
Tim
There's a
said that?
lot
Duncan
of
beat him in
weight.
the finals
after
twice.
Tim Duncan.
That's good for Tim
There's a lot
Duncan
of
with
weight.
all his help. With all that
Our
There's a
help
host
he
lot
is
of weight.
had.
gone. Well, our host left.
So
Mm.
All right, go JJ. What's your five?
Oh yeah.
Because
my
Ray
Oh,
gone.
five?
did I finish it? I
All
said
right.
He,
all five. Or I
he didn't
said
even
I
finish.
two.
think
He only
three.
named,
I think
he,
actually
he only
go
named
ahead.
2 people.
Go ahead, Walt.
I think the fifth person. I was just saying the fifth person because I got Kobe. Because I think in any top five is Kobe, MJ, Bron, Magic is four, and then five. Five switches around for me all the time, but right now I say Kareem. Kareem
Kareem.
Abdul-Jabbar. Y'all gotta put respect on these men's names.
He for sure top
Kareem got
10.
six rings,
Kareem, the
man.
leading
Oh my
scorer.
god.
Kareem got six rings, dog. The leading all-time scorer. Y'all gotta put respect on these men's names.
He in my top 10.
You,
I just want to put
Oh,
top 5.
jeez. Go ahead,
not in my
JJ.
top
Go
10.
ahead. Oh, Lord. Go
Uh-oh,
ahead.
Five.
JJ. Uh-oh.
All right,
Here you go, Wop.
here we go. Let's get it. Okay, look. I got Kobe. I got MJ.
Oh my
I got Bron. I got KD. Then I got Shaq.
Ooh,
That's my five.
that's a
Okay,
great
that's
top
not
five.
bad.
That's a great
That's not
lineup.
bad,
That's a
JJ.
great lineup. That's a
That
great
is.
lineup.
Come on, man. That's a fantastic lineup. You
That's
can't
solid.
beat
Go
that.
ahead, Gary.
Gary.
You said KD?
At
Yeah,
4.
Is that
KD
what you said,
at number
Yeah,
KD?
4.
yeah, Katie. Yeah, Katie
KD.
is a something. That's something for Katie to be in
Except
there already. That's a little. I'm like, I don't know about that one, but
already. Okay.
yeah, no. With two rings off of Warriors
You
bandwagon,
want
I
me to
don't know
put
about
one?
that. I don't know about that one. I don't know
I
about that one.
you want me to say somebody like Bill Walton? That's what you want me to
You got piggyback.
He wants you to say
Bill
like them
Russell,
old niggas at McDonald's.
Bill
I mean,
Remind
Russell,
me
Bill
about
Russell.
Elgin
Bill
Baylor.
Russell.
Elgin
Bill
Baylor.
Bill
Russell.
Russell.
You've got
And I
niggas.
just Bill Russell. He want me to say Bill
Gary.
Russell.
Go ahead, Gary.
Is
I,
Can you hear us?
I got Kobe,
Oh.
MJ,
Mm.
LeBron, probably Shaq, and the fifth is kind of hard,
Mm.
but
Hmm.
I would agree and say Magic. I would agree
Thank
and
you.
say
Come
Magic.
on
all right?
now.
So
Let's
is it?
pay respect.
Is
Let's pay
there a
respect,
reason? I
man.
mean, y'all named a bunch of Lakers, but I just want to know, like, is there
We
a
the
Because
best,
reason
baby.
why?
they're the greatest.
Is there a reason out? Is there a reason outside of being a Laker fan that y'all put Kobe in front of Jordan?
No.
Well,
I was just doing a list.
this not even about being a Laker fan.
I wasn't ranking.
It's,
That
it's
Clearly
just,
is. It's clear. It clearly is.
no.
Outside of being
no,
somebody tell me a
Look,
reason. Outside of being a Laker fan,
it's
why is Kobe in
Kobe.
front of
all
Jordan?
all all
Kobe.
time we
Either Kobe.
all time. I think we're just saying that. Me personally, I feel like I'm just saying that he's more of our favorite player because he was our MJ and he did everything that MJ did. But I don't know if we can actually say
The
that he was
first
better because everything. Yeah, so we can't definitely say he's better unless you just feel that he was better without actually watching MJ. So we can't really say he was better because we didn't watch MJ, but he was our version of MJ. So of course we're gonna put him over MJ because we haven't seen MJ. I think that's what I would say.
And I feel like something we don't talk about is like MJ. I know he was 6-0 in the finals, but how many times did he get put out first round before all that
Uh,
shit?
no.
it's not that for me. I
First
mean
round.
he did
Well,
about
That don't
three
matter.
he
times. Yeah.
he had hell years where he didn't even get he didn't get nowhere.
Okay, and Kobe
I
had
ain't
years where
gonna.
he didn't get nowhere either. Come on now, let's not act like
Nah,
when Shaq left, it wasn't a period of time where it was like, all right, like we going to the playoffs, and getting put out by the Suns every year. Like, what's really going on?
Bro,
bro,
it's
but
only
um.
twice for this.
Yeah.
Only two
See, Terrell,
times.
Come on, man,
see,
quit playing.
that actually makes sense.
I know y'all still
That
have
is true
nightmares
because
about Tim Thomas. I know y'all still be thinking about
we
Tim
did
Thomas.
get we did get put out by
I
the
mean
Suns
we got played by
for
the Suns,
two
yeah, but
when we had nobody. So that's a fair point. But
that's
my thing
I guess
is
that's true. I guess
it's more so the MJ thing. When the
And then the
MJ when
dad,
it's more so the competition for me,
and then
bro.
y'all got put out by the
It's
dads
the
too.
competition for
When
me.
Kobe airballed, when Kobe airballed those two, them 2 3 balls,
That was the
he
West
didn't
Bro, you
come
talking
out
Conference
the
about
gate
Finals.
like.
98, 99.
That was the West Conference
You
Okay,
talking
but
about
Finals.
you
98,
So
talking
99.
about some shit that happened. You talking about some shit that happened in 85, 86. Like what? Like you niggas talking about like some shit that happened before. Jordan was even like
I
what?
didn't say
When he went in first team, like 26.
That's true. I don't fault him for that. I
I mean,
just fault him for. I'm just saying, who did he beat? Because for you to take off
oh, now
you take off 2 years. It's who it is for you to take off 2 years in baseball and you still the best player in basketball and you ain't even playing basketball. Who is you? Who like today? Like
Yeah,
imagine LeBron
that
taking off two
makes
years of
sense.
baseball. That
so
nigga been
you
with
don't think if LeBron left and came back, he would still be the best?
no. He's fighting. He's still fighting to be the best right now. They giving it
I
to
don't know.
KD. They give it
Some
to
niggas
Kawhi
actually.
and Giannis all the
Some,
time.
yeah, nah.
Doug, I'm just
I mean,
saying.
KD practically took 2 years off, and he looked like the best nigga in the league too.
Let
who?
me ask. Let me ask
Giannis?
one question.
Him and Durant been out for 2 years with an Achilles, and then came back. He's still looking like he's still the best nigga on the planet right now. So I
Yeah,
don't
he's
think
still nice.
that's not really saying something to me. Like I think it's
I
just
just think
like
I
it's
Nah.
and I don't like I
You know
said,
my
it's just
question
God
is
given talent.
Reagan. Reagan, my question is when MJ left, who was the best player in the league in the NBA? Do you even know? Does anybody even know? Does anybody even
Hakeem
know?
Olajuwon.
Can anybody answer that question?
Hakeem Olajuwon. Hakeem Olajuwon.
Oh,
I think I know who he's
that's
gonna
what you.
say.
Do you know? Was he the MVP during that season, '94? Because you know we could look that up.
I
Shit, he
don't
might have
know.
been.
Because
It's funny because I was just reading up on something that's saying the reason why people don't talk about Hakeem Olajuwon like that is because he was like a Muslim, and like at the time like that wasn't accepted. So like when like all his accolades and like all that other shit like they don't really talk about it on ESPN, and he don't really get the sign he do because of, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But he was that guy. If you watch a lot of like the other like I watch Knucklehead podcasts and they always talk about like who's the first nigga to bust their ass, and he a nigga that pop up a lot. It was just like, yeah, he was that guy. And then Shaq was like, yeah, man, like I couldn't get past, I couldn't like this nigga. I thought like Shaq said all the time like he was better than me, like at everything.
I don't agree. I think Shaq being a little modest right there. Absolutely, he definitely be a little modest right there. Because
I
Shaq
don't
is
really
the
watch.
most
I don't really
dominant
watch him
center of
like
all
that, so
time.
I don't know much about Hakeem.
Yeah, me either.
That's the reason.
Um, to tell
But
you,
yeah, man,
I
I think
mean, to tell you about,
LeBron
Hmm?
I mean, I know a little bit. I watched that series when
What?
Hakeem went against Shaq in '94 and '95. I went back. I just went back and watched.
Mm.
I watched a lot of old shit. I went back and watched it. They was doubling. They was doubling Shaq in his second year. They was doubling. Hakeem was on him, and they doubled Shaq. So I don't want to really hear about the Hakeem Shaq comparisons because Shaq was dominant from the day he stepped in rookie year. He was dominating the league. So I don't really want to hear the Shaq and Hakeem comparisons. Me personally,
Mm.
mm-hmm.
Shaq was just raw from
And
day one.
did y'all see LeBron and Westbrook at the game together? Do y'all take like shit like that into consideration, or do y'all be like, oh man, like this shit? Did that shit kind of get you hyped? Because I got a couple messages of people being like, oh man, like Westbrook really don't really do that, and it's just like he not showing me nothing that he don't typically already do. You know what I'm saying? Like he's been proven to be a good teammate, so it's just like I don't understand
He
when
has.
people see him
I
like him.
understand.
He
It's
get
gonna be
They
teammates.
great.
was in the lab together working. They already getting practicing, so that connection is going to hit.
Exactly.
Yeah, there's some chemistry in
They in the
Exactly.
gym already working.
Work
Exactly. It's
on
gonna
that
be
jumper,
great.
man.
We about to. I'm excited. I'm excited for the season for sure.
Yeah, I'm for sure. I'm
But
excited
I ain't
now.
What y'all think of y'all
really.
summer league, or y'all haven't really even been watching it? I know y'all
I
Yeah, I
like
started
haven't really
Mac.
watched
referring
it.
to it.
I've seen a couple with Mac, but I haven't been watching too much. I've been watching other players. I mean, other teams. We ain't really got nobody.
Yeah, we ain't gonna. We
That
too
boy Jalen
nice.
Suggs out there doing his thing. That
Who?
boy Jalen Suggs out there doing his thing. Jalen
Oh
Suggs on
yeah,
the Magic.
until he got injured.
I was telling people, yeah, he hurt his
Hey,
feelings.
my boy K getting off. Y'all talking that shit. K getting off.
Yes,
He
K,
getting
nice.
off, man. They
Jalen nice
talking
too
that
I
though.
don't
Jalen
believe in
Green.
K.
They
Jalen
talking
nice
that
too.
Jalen Green shit.
Jalen nice too, but nah,
Yeah,
bro.
I got my boy
Yeah,
Jalen
they
Suggs, rookie of the year.
Jalen.
I'm a stand
Jalen
for. I'm gonna give him
Suggs.
that thing.
Hey,
Jalen
I wouldn't
Suggs
be. I
out
wouldn't be
there
mad at
taking
that.
jobs.
I fuck with Jalen Suggs. I fuck with him.
Jalen
Mm.
Suggs, rookie of the year. We're gonna bring the
He should
Magic
went
back.
higher.
One of these years. Yeah, he for sure should have went higher.
Well, actually, well, the Raptors got Fred Van Fleet, so they probably couldn't play them together.
Yeah. I was having a debate too about him and Cole Anthony and Markel Fultz. A lot of people forgot about Markel Fultz. I was like, Jalen Suggs coming in there taking niggas' jobs. Like, them niggas ain't gonna have a job after next year. Like, I don't see how
Yeah,
you
they
can
not.
start Markel Fultz.
And
Like, I don't see that
he's
together.
the
I don't
fifth
see
pick. You got the fifth pick on the bench.
Yeah.
Nah, that nigga's gonna start.
No,
And
he
then
gotta
Markel
earn
Fultz
his.
coming off
He gotta earn that.
He already buried him, bro. He already buried them niggas.
yeah.
Markel Fultz can't stay
They got
healthy.
Gary Harris at the two. Yeah. They got Gary. He can't stay healthy either.
Nope,
But yeah, it's gonna be
I nigga can't.
a very interesting.
Who?
So now that
Oh,
we
let
had a
me.
time to go,
Oh no, I was just asking who was your surprise team? Who y'all pick as your surprise team of the year? Who's like gonna be the surprise based on the picks, the draft picks, and the signings? Who is like the surprise team y'all think is gonna break out this year that's been weak the past couple seasons?
Bulls.
You said, yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's not a surprise though.
that's not surprising.
They've been
Yeah, it's
asked,
not.
I
so
would say,
they'll be good this year.
But it's expected. It's expected for them to be good this year though.
They're with DeMar
yeah, I'm gonna go
DeRozan, right?
Raptors.
Oh,
Some people been telling me that they
I'm
don't
gonna go
think Bulls making
the
playoffs.
Raptors.
So I don't know.
On the
whoa! Oh
East,
Yeah,
wow.
they're
I
not
think
making
that they're gonna make the.
playoffs.
I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, but I think they're gonna be in that play-in for sure. And I think
Who?
The
they're gonna be
Bulls
better than a lot of people.
Raptors?
You said the
No, the
Raptors.
Raptors. Yeah,
or the
Scotty
Raptors.
Barnes, Pascal Siakam. I think
I don't think
Fred
they're
Van
ready
Fleet
yet.
with Kyle Lowry. I think that they gonna, and then with OG
I'm
Anunoby, I think he gonna take a leap this year. He's
Mm.
gonna be real
I'm going
interesting.
with I'm going I'm going with Memphis.
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 Yeah, I got
That's
Memphis.
nice.
I,
Oh
Memphis
man.
gonna be good. I see them. They probably could fight for a playing spot.
It's out of them and the signs.
y'all somebody playing spot, my boy.
Oh man. Yeah, this is.
Reagan, y'all
You
gonna be
know,
second
Y'all
seed
said somebody
next year.
I already said I'm already said I'm
y'all
going with
really
the
fight for
Pelicans.
a playing spot.
I already said I'm going with the
You said
Pelicans.
you said
People sleeping on
Pelicans? Who,
people really sleeping on the
Pelicans?
You know
Pelicans,
what?
man.
Zion,
That's a good pick.
Zion
That's
and
a good
People
Ingram.
pick.
That's all they
They've
got.
been trying to push Zion in the playoffs for the longest.
But bro,
people
who do the
really
Pelicans
people really
have
sleeping.
besides Ingram and Zion?
Hey, Devontae Graham,
They
he
They
got
have,
nice.
do you
Devontae Graham is decent. They got Eric
I talk
Bledsoe
about
too.
Valanciunas,
They don't got
man. Y'all better
Bledsoe. Clippers
stop
got
sleeping
Bledsoe.
on stop sleeping on Valanciunas,
No,
man.
they don't.
Clippers do got Bledsoe.
The Clippers do got
They
Yeah, they
got him
trade
Bledsoe.
for
back.
Bledsoe.
They, he got
Yep.
traded to
What the fuck?
Memphis, and then Memphis mistraded him to the Clippers.
That boy
Today.
Jerry West be working, boy. I tell you, that boy be working. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, now it's like, shit. I thought they had at least Bledsoe. I mean, even with him, they were still buns, but I don't know. At least, I think that he gonna take a leap. I think Kyle Kuzma gonna be better this year
I think he
because
is gonna have a
he's
good year.
not.
I think he is.
Yeah, he
He'll get
dyed
more
his hair
shots.
black
I
and
think
going
he
back to
not.
his Detroit roots. He gonna be on a mission this year. Cause what?
Who?
How long was the extension that y'all gave for the contract?
Who?
For who?
Kuzma.
Who?
Kuzma.
Was like 3 years, 40 million or something like that.
He got
something
about
like that.
Yeah, I
yeah, I
don't know
think he
if
got
this
about
is
2
a
years. So
contract year or not. I think he gonna fall out.
Now he got an extension. What's gonna happen with
And that was
KCP?
last year. Where
mm-hmm.
did he
What
even
happened with
go?
KCP?
Who?
KCP's in the
KCP went to
Wizards.
Detroit.
He on the
On the
Oh,
Wizards.
Wizards.
KCP
No, he
and
was
the
Wizards.
Wizards.
He was part of that trade with
Yeah,
Cruz and
What?
Montrez. But the reason why I asked is because you see the pictures that they
They got
take.
the
Like
Lakers essentially.
KCP don't even look like he want to hoop.
Who?
nah, it's just he doing that
Now,
Andrew
KCP.
Bynum,
him,
the
him
Andrew
and
Bynum
Brad,
afro.
him, and- him, and- him and Bradley Bill cool though.
Yeah, I think Bradley Beal on the East. I think that they can get a decent playing spot. Now that it's 10 to 10 teams, it's like this shit
I
is
mean,
really
Spencer
tight.
Dinwiddie there too though, and he coming off that injury, so I don't know how he gonna play. But Spencer Dinwiddie was nice before the injury.
And now
Yeah,
that the
he
dust
might
is
do
settled,
something.
Yeah.
was the playing tournament a good idea to y'all, or was it like
No.
Yeah.
it was a good
No.
idea up until y'all
I,
was playing in the shit?
No.
I
It's not.
like
It's
the
not a good
idea.
idea.
Uh,
I don't like it because it forces, like you got, especially on the West. The West is so tight that 1 or 2 games is gonna make a difference between the 8th and 9th seed. So I feel like if you got that, like you kind of slack off. The 10th seed is kind of a gap. So you telling me that the 10th seed could take the 8th seed with no problem off of 1 game, 1 or 2 games, and the
I
difference be like three,
honestly,
4 games.
it's 2 games. Two
I
games in a
hear
row.
you. Uh, I hear you, but my only
I'm
thing
talking about
is
game
that
back from 8th to 10th.
I hear you. My only thing is that when it comes to injuries, like the Wizards benefited off of being able to play in the playing game because they had injuries all season. So like if you have a star that's been out 10, 15 games, it's kind of
Right.
beneficial to be able to play in the play-in because your star might be able to come back. You might have had a dude that was out for 30 games and now he might be able to come back just for the play-in. And it's now you get in the playoffs because your star came back and now you might be able to do something in the playoffs. So I think they had a little they knew something. They knew about injuries and they knew they wanted guys to not tank for the whole season.
No.
Like teams, they don't
Exactly.
want them to tank for the rest of the season. And
Yeah.
that's really
It's
what
not.
it's about.
No.
It's an anti-tank situation.
Yeah.
Because the
They want you
Warriors,
to
I
try
feel
to
like the
they want
Warriors
you to
had
try to
deserved. The Warriors had deserved to go. Well, at least Steph Curry deserved to go to the playoffs. So that 8 seed. So when they lost the first game against the Lakers, I feel like
Nigga, they
they
barely
just got
made it.
kind of
They
pushed out.
barely made it.
they
But
had a
they
double
made it though.
elimination.
They was literally one game. If they would have lost to the Grizzlies, like it would have been,
Yeah, they
they
would
would
have
have
been
had a
in.
tied record, and they would have won because they had the season series on it. But and then with
But they
COVID and shit,
lost
all that,
they
I think
lost to
that
the
that even
Grizzlies, yeah.
flipped it. The same shit happened to us. The same shit happened to us. I fuck with the play in. Because if it wasn't for fucking what's that nigga name, Karis LeVert missing that bum ass shot, we be in there. Ain't no telling what would have happened in the bubble first
Oh
round. Ain't no
god.
telling.
Who knows,
I,
man.
But nah,
I like the
I think it's
plan.
a
I
good
mean, it's
idea, man.
good.
Because
It's good for the fans. It's not.
it's
It's
good
good
for
to
the
watch
fans,
because
and
it's
then
exciting. It's
It is.
exciting
yeah,
to
it's good
watch
for the
because they
fans, and
really
then
I
playing
feel
hard.
like
But
you get the best 7 to 8 seeds in the playoffs. Like it's gonna be
yeah,
very competition.
and I think since it is so
um,
tight, I feel like that just it makes sense. Like everything in the West is tight, like you said. So it's just like, all right, like why not have it? Like, all right, if you think that you're better than them, then prove it. You know what I'm saying? I
Hmm.
mean, y'all beat the Warriors,
they
so
proved it all
y'all
season
straight.
long.
And then like
Hey,
then it kind of
question.
prevents
Hey
teams from
Regan, you
doing
think
that whole like trying to play other teams that's weaker and shit like that too.
hey Regan, did you
What?
did you ever feel like did you ever feel like they should cross the conferences and have an all 16 playoff teams with no conferences?
I was thinking about that. I was thinking about that going into the bubble, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't.
It will mix things up.
Nah, it
No,
would
'Cause
make
it's
then
sense.
not.
you
Maybe if
Yeah,
they did it one year.
then you can get like the middle of the pack it won't always be like a West versus West team or East versus East. It's gonna be like the second round you playing somebody on the East. Conference finals you playing somebody in your conference or some shit like
So
that.
so you're saying that you want the top 16 teams to go to the playoffs. Top 16.
Yeah, top
regardless
16
of time.
teams.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
just
easy,
But you know, like
no
best
easy
best records.
pass, no easy pass.
Yeah,
Because
but you know, like 10 out of those
I
16
feel
teams
like
are gonna be
Wizards were
from the
terrible
West.
all year, and they still played first round. They was terrible. The Wizards was
Who?
terrible all year, and they still made the Wizards.
yeah.
It was terrible. Still made the playoff, and that's an easy. That's an easy
The,
5
the
game. That's
Wizards
only
just
that's
have
only
easy
reason I
in and
say
out.
nah. Only reason
What
I say
happened?
nah to that is because the time difference. Because the time difference in the East and the West. So it's like, say if you play New York, now you up 3 hours earlier. You know what I'm saying, or 3 hours later than what you normally. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I feel like that's a little bit of an
Well,
advantage.
I can.
And I'm like,
That's true. Yeah, that would be
like,
kind of unfair advantage.
like you playing them at what? Because over here we play at what 9 o'clock sometimes or like 8 o'clock, and to them that's like midnight and shit. So it's just
Wait,
like what the
unless they
fuck?
give them like an extra day to travel, like you travel
That's
like
still that's
a day and then you play like the next day, not that same
that's
day.
then you gotta rest, and then you can't really game plan. So yeah, nah,
I mean,
it's a
look at the
no for
finals
me,
this
bro.
year. It was 3 freaking days in between each game. And the fucking finals.
They took a long ass.
I'm
They
like
took a
3 days.
long ass time.
God damn.
So we can kind of peel that advantage back a little bit. What did y'all even think of the finals? Did y'all watch it all the way, or y'all was just like, it's a bad finals
The
this year because the
finals.
Lakers?
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
seen the
ready to
Suns
feel
get
that
their
bitch.
ass whooped. Yeah, that's what I seen.
Yeah, that really was kind of exciting. Like it was exciting
Yeah,
games. Those
they
games was
was.
exciting. Watching Giannis drop 40 like every night, like it was crazy. I'm
Monty
like,
crazy
yo,
for not
bro, Giannis
switching
is
that
really
defense
that
up.
man.
Yeah,
Monty was tripping.
yeah,
I don't know what Monty was thinking. Hell
yeah.
no.
I got it. That's what I was
Mm.
saying. I feel like he be getting in that. I don't know if it's just like that old nigga stance where it's just like no matter what, like I'm a ride with this shit if I'm right or wrong, and I'd rather ride like even if I'm wrong, I'm still gonna ride this shit. And it's just like, bro, like switch this shit up, like
Yeah,
please. Start
Like
running
regular.
the 2-3 with
yeah.
Giannis with a full head of steam. With he blowing by Karen Payne, and then by the time he gets DeAndre Ayton, he's going 40 miles an hour. So it's just like, well, fuck, how you expect to top that like every time? Like what the fuck?
Is that why he didn't win Coach of the Year?
They knew it. They knew the real. They said,
They
nah,
said they
give
said
it to
this
Tom
nigga gonna
Thibodeau.
choke.
Nah, give it to Tom Thibodeau.
Now I know y'all
Yeah,
was nervous after game 2. After we went up 2-0, y'all niggas like, oh shit,
Nah,
these niggas
I
got it.
was more thinking of how annoying you gonna be if y'all won. I was like, bro, I gotta hear this nigga mouth. This
for a
nigga not
back
whole
gonna
then
year.
10
stop.
years.
That's all I was thinking
For
about. I'm
the
like,
next 10
bro,
years, yeah.
hell no.
I've been down too
Y'all had
long.
y'all had a chance. I still can't
Y'all
believe y'all
did.
choked like that. Four
Y'all
in
for
a
sure
row. I ain't
choked.
think y'all would choke 4 in a row. I wouldn't have believed that. Somebody came and told me back in the past, they'd be like, bro, they
Yeah,
about to lose 4 in a row. I'd be like, no, no way. There's no way I wouldn't believe that. You couldn't have convinced me that y'all niggas was gonna lose 4 games in a
we
row.
didn't even lose 4 in a row all season. That shit was crazy. Like,
Yeah,
I was just like,
that's what was
there's no
shocking.
fucking. And I think that game 6, we just came out and was just defeated, like from the start. Like I don't even think niggas came out ready to play. Like as soon as niggas seen Scott Foster was the ref, they was like, ah, shit, we lost.
Yeah.
We lost.
Hey, Chris Paul played good though.
He
Nah, that
did.
nigga, did he?
And he was getting called. And he was getting called.
Yeah.
No, no, no.
No, he
He wasn't
didn't.
aggressive enough. He wasn't. He
He
wasn't.
was
He didn't
getting
play good.
calls.
No. Him and Scott Foster got into like a shouting match with each other. I don't know if y'all remember that. And it like he got into it with Bobby Portis and Scott Foster. It was a
Oh
whole big
yeah,
mess.
I
That
I,
shit
I
was.
remember that.
No, well, nah, that was just Bobby Portis just messing with him. He was just playing, messing around him because he was mad, he was frustrated because they was losing, so he had to pick on him a little bit. That's all that
Nah.
happened.
And then
Ain't
now,
nothing but a little bit of straightening.
and then it came out and said he had surgery. So it's like, okay, I understand why he was playing the way. Because I said that the whole series. I was like, he playing scary. Like he playing like he don't want to hurt himself. And
But it's like
come to
you
find
can
out,
say
he
that,
was.
but then in the same time he injured, he been scoring like 40 points, 35 points. Like how is he doing it these days with his fucked up hand? The other days he can't do it. So I can't blame the injury.
I mean, they said he aggravated it after Patrick Beverly pushed him and he landed on his hand or whatever the case is. And then I guess that was, I don't know. Basketball guys was like, nah. y'all thought. Y'all thought.
I remember
Yeah,
we thought he was injured in the series against us, and then versus the Nuggets, the nigga
He wasn't.
scored like what 45 or how
Oh,
much he had on the Nuggets.
me and Gary's watching that thing. Me and Gary's watching that thing. Crazy. That boy went off for like what? What? He hit 9 straight middies. Like Jesus
That nigga was
Christ!
not
Yep.
missed.
Every time
I'm like, this nigga not
pick
injured.
and
He
roll
not injured.
midi.
Where the fuck's the injury at?
I first of all, I was like, that's
That
not
was
how he
before the
played.
Clippers. So that was after the Lakers. After his shoulder, he had a little shoulder strain. That's why a little bit I was like, okay, like if we don't sign him, like I'm not mad because I'm not trying to deal. Like I don't want to get there and then it's like okay, like I don't want to get there and then be like fuck every time you get hurt or some that shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'd rather
That's
not.
Chris Paul for you.
Body be
Shut the
Yeah.
fuck up.
body be breaking down.
But the same shit wouldn't have happened for y'all if y'all would have got him in the trade. The same shit wouldn't have happened. He'd have been straight.
We'll change his destiny, dog. That was him getting injured is David Stern hating. That's it. That's all it is.
We're just gonna give him LeBron. We give LeBron trainers, and we good. You know, LeBron trainers is the best trainers in the world, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Bron come back from injury faster than anybody in NBA history.
So he
So
wasn't hurt against us then. Y'all can't
Who?
use that.
No, you can tell Brown wasn't
LeBron.
playing the same. I don't know. Any person that tell me LeBron looked like LeBron is lying. Because the nigga did not
He
look
looked
like himself.
defeated. It looked mental more
I
than
think it was
anything.
mental. It was mental. I do think it was mental too, because when you seen AD go down, he's like, man, I got to try to
Yeah.
carry all this by myself, and this team is
It was
actually
that
all
same
right.
look that Steph Curry gave when he seen Klay Thompson go down with that ACL. It's like the game is still winnable, but it's like I'm already checked out. Like these niggas won. It's like nah, the game is still right there. And Steph, like you can hit a shot, whatever. Like it's still a very winnable game. He seen Klay Thompson come down with that ACL shit. He's like, man, this shit is over with. That's the look LeBron gave. The street clothes wobbled off the court.
Man, oh, by the way, I don't want you. I don't want you to tell a false narrative. Steph did drop like 50 that game that you're talking about. By the way,
You got to show me
and
that.
then I don't want
Steph,
you just. I don't
Steph
want
didn't
you
drop
just
no 50.
cap.
Trey, can you back it up?
Man, drop
Hello?
48
I
that
Trey?
don't
that
know.
same game
I,
that we
I I
talking
have no
about.
idea, dog. No
That
idea.
we talking about when he got eliminated. You feel me? So I'll show you because you know Steph was balling the game. People try to make it seem like Steph was not that guy in the finals just because they lost to the Raptors. Steph was still that guy.
We
Steph
don't
should have
need to
got
do
at least
that.
He
We
still
don't
one.
was
need to
He,
going
do
he
that.
off.
should got at least one Finals MVP. They kind of hold him on that shit. He should have at least one.
He
Come
was
on,
trying
man.
to get it
We
that
don't need
year.
to do that. He's not that guy. They put the ball in his hands and put him in the playoffs, and he lost 2 in a row. We lost 4 in a row. He
Oh, you
lost
talking
four
about
in a row.
Devin Booker? Oh, you talking about
I know we lost 4 in a row. He lost 2 in a row. We in the same boat. He in the same boat. They not that guy.
Suns and four.
He's not that guy.
Suns and four.
Are you talking about that still?
Huh?
You know, I mean, I had to ask the question. How does that feel? How does that feel? Because Devin Booker got one of the worst turnovers. I mean, that's a great highlight. Is Devin Booker's turnover and then lob to Giannis. So how does it feel knowing that you're gonna have to see
Yeah.
that highlight like a lot
Yeah,
going forward? Like that's one of the best highlights in finals history, actually.
I replayed it a lot, and I had to chuck it up and give Drew Holiday his credit because at the end of the day, I don't know if y'all watch it much as many times as I did. I'm pretty sure y'all didn't. But he a real crafty defender in the sense of if you go back and
Yeah.
watch it, Drew Holiday didn't get no ball, but it's just like he's such a crafty defender. He know all the little tips and tricks and all this other stuff because earlier during the season and stuff like that, he was like I was listening to him talk about how he played defense and what he do and like little shit that he do like to get away with on the ref. If you watch the play, he slapped both of Devin Booker's wrists away from like he slapped his wrist so like away from the ball. So like Devin Booker just dropped so it looked like he dropped it kind of. But like if you go back and watch it, I promise you he didn't touch no ball. He hit both of Devin Booker's wrists, but it was so close to the ball, so it just like it looked like it, took it away, and I was just like that was just a good play. But at the end of the day, Devin Booker should have shot the first time and then
Yeah.
he didn't have nowhere to go anyway. So it was like well fuck.
Man, that pressure, pushing
And then
down
Monty
on man.
Monty should have called timeout, so it was all bad. It was all bad.
I thought
It
he
all
thought
come
he
down
was
to
gonna do
Monty,
that
huh?
spin. At the end of the day, he didn't do nothing to change the outcome.
Hey,
You know,
Reagan, can you answer one thing for me?
What up? Go
Was
ahead.
there a CP3 effect? Come on, man. I need the
Yes
answer.
and
you
no.
gonna
On camera.
admit
Yes
huh?
Yes
Yes and
and
no.
no. Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Bro.
Wow, that's
It's
how you
kind of
answer a
like with Westbrook.
question.
It's kind of like with Westbrook. Yes, Westbrook is gonna win you games, but is he the reason why you're in the finals? Absolutely not. Like, is Westbrook gonna win y'all a lot of games? Yes. Is he gonna put y'all to where y'all in position to succeed? Yes. Is he the reason? Like, if you don't have Westbrook on that Lakers team, is he stopping y'all from getting to the finals? Probably
That's a
not.
terrible comparison.
So if
Right.
y'all didn't get
Y'all didn't
Westbrook this year,
y'all
are
didn't
y'all
make the
still not going to the
playoffs.
Hey, what happened?
That's a terrible comparison.
Of course we're gonna say yeah.
I can't hear shit. Who got y'all hear?
You said what?
I can't hear shit.
Oh, my
Oh
bad.
wow.
You got a fan on or some shit?
Somebody got that
Turn
on
the
or
fan on.
something.
That's JJ.
Shit,
That's JJ fan.
that shit loud
I'm
as
in the
shit.
car, bro. That's not me.
I thought
That's
you turned the air
Reagan. That's
conditioner on.
Reagan ass. That was Reagan.
Oh
That's
no.
Oh
Regan.
wow.
I'll be back.
You turned the fan towards